The call came in just after midnight. A multi-car pileup on the interstate. As an emergency room nurse, I knew nights like this were a chaotic symphony of sirens, beeping monitors, and desperate prayers. We were a well-oiled machine, moving with practiced urgency. But nothing can truly prepare you for the sheer volume of trauma that rolls through those doors. One by one, they arrived. We triaged. We stabilized. We fought to pull people back from the brink. The hours blurred into a frantic dance of life and death. For some, our efforts were enough. For others, despite everything we did, their time had run out. With a heavy heart, I take out my pen and jot down the time of death, a final, somber record of a life cut short. The list on my clipboard grew longer as the night wore on. Then they brought in the little girl. She couldn't have been more than 6 years old. Her tiny body was battered, and she was unresponsive. We swarmed around her gurney, a flurry of activity. The lead doctor assessed her, his face grim. "No pulse, no respiration," he announced, his voice tight. Another doctor confirmed it. The monitors remained stubbornly, terrifyingly flat. My colleague, a veteran nurse with decades of experience, reached for my clipboard. "Time of death?" she asked softly, her eyes filled with a familiar sadness. I looked at the little girl, so small and still on that oversized bed. I saw the list of names already on my clipboard, each one a tragedy, and in that moment, something inside me just broke. I couldn't do it. I couldn't add her name to that list. "No," I said, my voice barely a whisper, but firm. I shook my head, pulling the clipboard away. Everyone stopped. The room fell silent, save for the hum of the machines. The doctors stared at me, a mix of confusion and pity in their eyes. "We've done everything we can," one of them said gently. "It's over," but I couldn't accept that. I looked down at her and saw my own daughter. I saw every child's potential, every laugh that would go unheard, every dream that would never be realized. I refused to let her become just another number, another time of death on a piece of paper. "No," I repeated, louder this time. "We're not stopping." Ignoring the protocol, ignoring the logical conclusion everyone else had reached. I started CPR again. My arms ached, my body screamed in protest, but I kept going. 1 minute, 2 minutes. The team watched, frozen, as I single-handedly defied the inevitable. "Come on, sweetie," I whispered, tears blurring my vision. "Fight, please, fight." 5 minutes passed. It felt like an eternity. My colleague placed a hand on my shoulder. "You have to stop," she pleaded. "You'll hurt yourself." But I just shook my head and kept pushing. Then, just as I was about to collapse from exhaustion, it happened. A tiny, almost imperceptible blip on the heart monitor. Then another. It was faint, a ghost of a rhythm, but it was there. A collective gasp went through the room. The doctor's eyes widened. "She has a pulse," he shouted. The energy in the room shifted instantly. What was once a scene of quiet resignation became a whirlwind of renewed hope. The team jumped back into action, working with a ferocity I'd never seen before. We fought for her, all of us, united by that one tiny flicker of life. The little girl not only survived the night, she went on to make a full recovery. Weeks later, her parents brought her back to the hospital to see me. She ran into my arms and gave me the biggest hug. Holding her, I knew that sometimes the most important part of medicine isn't about following the rules or accepting the odds. It's about refusing to give up, even when all hope seems lost. It's about fighting for that 1 in a million chance, because every single life is worth it. Thank you for watching. If you found this story inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you next time.